Transparency to us is key. It is important because it, on one side, can support the people at the beginning of the supply chain, and on the other side, it gives what the consumer demands. The consumer today wants to know more about the gemstone and the jewelry they purchase. They want to know the conditions behind. They don't only want to know what is the quality and how is it made. They also want to know how is it mined, where was it, and how is the impact. The impact can either be an impact of fairness, it can also be a sustainability issue. People today want to know, and they don't only believe in what is said, they want to have a proof. And this is exactly where Provenance Proof comes in. Provenance Proof is an initiative and an own entity within the House of Grüblin. At Provenance Proof, we believe that transparency is key to the industry as well as to the consumer. We develop technologies which enable our industry and the stakeholders within the industry to provide transparency and to tell their story in a reliable way all the way through the supply chain to the consumer. It is open to everyone within the industry. We offer it to the small players as well as to the large mining companies and the other big entities, and we try to make it as inclusive as possible that anybody can join. The gemstone supply chain is very fragmented. Normally, gemstones are found in very remote areas. These can be in Africa, these can be in Asia, these can be in Latin America or anywhere on Earth. Normally, they will be purchased as rough and then transferred to other centers where they will be cut. This can be in Thailand, in Sri Lanka, in Europe, and so on. And this is a challenge for us to provide one unique tool that allows tracing through the entire supply chain and to keep the data in a secure way. We tackle this by offering two different solutions. We have physical tracers and we have a digital tracking technology. We call it Provenance Proof blockchain. Our physical tracers are tiny particles which have a synthetic DNA inside to store as much information as needed and a silica surrounding it to protect the DNA against temperature, UV light and alteration. Those physical tracers can be placed in gemstones at the mine and they will stay within the gemstone through the entire supply chain. So a rough stone from a mine can be cut thereafter, can be polished and can be mounted in a jewelry piece, and at any time those nanoparticles can be read out and will give the source from where they came from. We started it with emeralds. You can find it in many emeralds throughout the world. I don't know, maybe 30% of the emeralds on the market today have those nanoparticles, have those tracers and are fully trackable and traceable back to the source. We patented it to make it available to everyone, and now we develop new tracers for opal, for pearls, even for diamonds and for entire jewelry pieces. The application of the physical tracers is a little bit complex. We don't want to give them out of our hand and we don't want to sell them to the clients who want to apply them. We want to make sure that the right stones are marked. That's why we normally send someone, either from us or an entrusted party, together with the tracers to the mine or wherever they should be applied, and we apply them ourselves. Once they are marked, they are securely marked. No matter what happens, the marker will stay inside. And if you want to find out from where they come, if you want to read out this information, this will happen through a very normal and standard PCR test. The Provenance Proof blockchain is a software solution we offer to the industry to enable transparency throughout the entire supply chain. So we want to show and we want to make visible what happens with a gemstone within the different steps in the supply chain. The Provenance Proof blockchain is actually a software. Anybody can join, anybody can sign up, and most applications are for free and stay for free. The blockchain works a little bit like a logbook. Anybody in the supply chain can use the software to create a new logbook to each and every gemstone. They will write down important and relevant information. They will give additional information to it, such as reports, such as audits. And whenever they pass on the stone to the next stakeholder in the supply chain, they will also pass on this digital logbook to the next stakeholder. So the next person then can write their story into it. That way, we receive at the end of a supply chain a comprehensive digital twin and the story behind the gemstone. Our software is in its application very simple. You just have to sign up, you have to log in, and it's all web-based. The user experience is there and it's just smooth. In the back end, the technology we use is a bit more complex. We built our software on blockchain technology. Blockchain technology brings certain advantages no other technology, digital technology, could provide. It has a very high level of encryption. That means we can guarantee the user and the person who holds an asset in his or her hand that the digital information is as private to them as the physical asset as well. It's encrypted and only they can read it. It's their information. The other advantage of blockchain technology is its character of decentralized storage. That means you're not depending on any provider, you're not depending on me as an intermediate. The information you write in is stored decentralized and can be processed through you or the next stakeholder with anybody interacting. At the same time, blockchain technology enables that any entry that is done is from there on immutable and unchangeable. Through this way, we can guarantee that whatever a stakeholder has written or has said at a certain point will be told later on exactly in their words. Nobody will be able to change the information that was once stored on the blockchain. We enabled a Provenance Proof marketplace. The Provenance Proof marketplace is a feature integrated into our blockchain that enables anyone who wants to offer publicly a gemstone to quickly go into their digital inventory and just decide which of their gemstones they want to present on this marketplace. On the other side, any jeweler that has signed up can go into this marketplace and search through to find their perfect match. Thanks to Provenance Proof, whenever a consumer buys a jewelry piece, they receive a digital twin. Within this digital twin, they find all the background information of the jewelry piece and the design itself and of all the gemstones. They can see the social impact, they can see the environmental impact, they can see the documents with all the quality statements. They have a full picture and they have the full story behind. It creates trust and it gives much more information than they would ever have without a digital twin.